Hey, welcome back to my morning wind down with Lee sessions. We're gonna get into a quick talk about some work-life balance stuff. And yes, I sound like I'm whispering because my family is asleep. And it is early. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, child. And I be trying not to wake everybody up with me hollering. So, my ladies, how we doing first of all? That is just our morning check-in because I know your family probably don't check on you, so I'm gonna check on you. And that's what this talk is really about. Do we really check in on ourselves? Do we check in on each other just to make sure we're doing good? Because I don't think that there has I just don't feel like there's a good work-life balance going on in my life right now. I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to do better. What I mean by that is, let's talk about work first, right? I have a full-time job. I work 10 hours a day, 4 days a week. I am doing my best to show up at work as the best employee possible. At my job, I am probably the most dependent on in my section, and that comes with a lot of responsibility. I'm taking on that responsibility, and that just tends to get overwhelming sometimes. I try not to bring that home, okay? So then we get home. Let's talk about home. Oh no, I'm not running out. All right, home is where the heart is, right? And if y'all want to know what products I'm using, that was the M.A.C All Over Face Studio Face foundation in the shade NW55, and this is the NW51 concealer from M.A.C, and I'm looking for my LYS right here in my face. So now when I come home, I try my best not to bring the problems of work into my house. You're gonna always have some problems at work, but I do my best. I do really good at it though. Once I deal with it, that's it. Then it's on to making my YouTube videos for you guys, because I'm like, hey, I got to tighten up. I can't hold on to whatever stress that is, whatever stress that's bringing me, and bring it into my second job, basically, because you guys will know. You'll pick it up immediately. She's not being authentic. She's not happy. She's not fun. And we don't want that. I know that I'm not the only one that goes through this, where you have to ignore your own emotions in order to move on with life or get something done. Not good, but it happens, okay? I'm just being real, because there are other people in our lives that may be, I'm not going to say more important, but we put them ahead of us. That's the best way to put it. They're important. You're important too, but we tend to put them ahead of us. And with that being said, we'll lay down our emotions to make sure that they're good. And that's what that is. When I come home, I do try my best not to bring the problems of work into my home life. The emotions that I have to have when I'm doing my YouTube videos have to be authentic. They have to be real. I have to be in it. When you're a creator, you have to be creative, and you have to want to do what you want to do. And you can't walk around with soggy feelings. You gotta like compartmentalize those things and hold those things. And I think a lot of moms, we do well at compartmentalizing things because we are hurt, distracted, but we always say family first, family first. Why is that, ladies? Why? Why? Did we go to school for like some training that family must be first? Because if so, I don't remember that. I don't remember that. I didn't get that in the handbook, the family first handbook. But it just comes naturally for some of us. You don't want to see the person or the people that you love struggle, even if you're a dog mom. Now, with that being said, struggle, okay? Here comes that mommy guilt. The moment your child struggles, just a teeny bit, here comes that mommy guilt, because you feel like I am working, or at least for me, I'm going to talk in terms of myself, and you can just tell me if you relate. But for me, I'm working, and this was one of the things that got me when I was in the military. I worked so hard. I worked so much. I worked so many hours that I read a letter from my daughter a long time ago, and it said if my mom could just not work as much. And I just was like, that just hit me. It resonated with me, because then it led me to where I am right now with my son, and how much attention, not that he needs, but I try to be intentional when he needs me, because I don't want to make the same mistake. You learn from your mistakes. So moving forward is that mommy guilt that I can sometimes feel when I feel like I'm not being there for my children. Do you feel that? And y'all, I am just talking. These are my morning talks, because these are like my thoughts that run through my head. There is nothing scripted about this. This is straight off the cuff. So I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm rambling, or if nothing makes sense. or nothing is in order. Forgive me now. This is when I'm getting ready to go to work and I'm just like, I wonder if they feel like I feel. Anywho, back. But I do like write little notes just to try to keep myself in a topic, because I will rant. Okay, let's blend this line of demarcation. And what you just saw me put on was my Rare Beauty blush. Okay. If y'all saw my last little TED Talk, then y'all know your girl is kicking coffee and she has started to try to lose some weight. I'm not even going to say lose weight, because remember, that's not my goal. People, I just want to be healthy. So with that being said, that is a part of this video, meaning self-care or taking care of yourself. When do we put ourselves first? I asked you that in the beginning. And that is me trying to put myself in the mix. I'm not even saying that I'm putting myself first. I'm just trying to throw my hat in the ring and be a part of the play at this point. I do these videos, I sit at work, and then I just notice, hey, I'm picking up extra weight and I don't like it. It shows when I try to put on my clothes. It shows, when I'm walking, it just shows up in every area of my life, and I don't like it. So if you don't like something, you must do something about it. You must change it. And this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to make that change slowly but surely. And you guys will see that. Like, I am giving y'all the deets on that as best I possibly can. Y'all wish me so much luck. A whole lot of luck. This is my NARS Exhibit A. What things are you doing to show up for yourself in life? Because like I said, we don't take care of ourselves as moms. We always put everybody else first. What are some of the things that you're doing to show up for yourself? I may need some of those notes to know what I can do for myself so that I can show up in those ways to, we just share over here. This is open talk. This is nothing formal. It's just sharing information, because there is no handbook. Nobody gives us any handbook. We make this stuff up on the fly. And that's one of the things I tell my kids all the time is to please give me, this is my Morphe palette that I'm getting ready to put on my contour. Please give me a reprieve on life, because there was no handbook when I had you. So I may make a mistake. And if I do, forgive me for my mistake, because you probably will make some mistakes when you have your kids too. Okay, everybody is not perfect. No, holler if you hear me. Y'all leave me a comment below if y'all feel that. Child, yeah, so as I rambled on, I hope that my point was almost clear. And I'm sorry if it wasn't, but basically, my little TED Talk today was about just some work-life balance issues and just things that I have on my mind, which is trying to make sure that I am doing the most with my time. I have things that I always want to do, which is read books. Sometimes I want to watch a Netflix series. Sometimes I just want to chill, kick my feet up. But I always feel like I have to be on the go, or I always feel like I have something to do. And I will say that it might cause like a little bit of anxiety, because there's never like a moment of rest for me in my life, because if I'm not doing YouTube, then I'm at work. And if I'm not at work, then I'm at some type of event with my son, or I'm doing a family event of some sort. But there is never really a moment of free time for myself. And I know that is a me problem, and I have to make room to not be busy so that I can give my brain some time to just rest. And that is what I was trying to say. So if I did not convey that throughout my video, it's because I was trying to do two things at one time, as you saw. So y'all leave me some comments and let me know if y'all live life like this, or maybe I should be living vicariously through y'all and looking at y'all YouTube channels and living my best life. All right, y'all, make sure y'all be the sparkle in somebody's day, and I'll see y'all in the next TED Talk. Bye.